Hi, I'm John Sage with Sage Traveling, and I'd like to talk with you today about Hi, my name is John Sage with Sage Traveling. I'd like to explain to you why a vacation planned by Sage Traveling is better than any vacation that you can plan on your own. I've visited London multiple times with my wheelchair to check out accessibility, and we've planned countless trips to London for disabled visitors. We know all the ins and outs, all the tips and tricks, and we look forward to providing you a great experience. Today, what I'd like to talk to you about is our Sage Accessibility Guide. This guide comes with all of our London accessible trip planning services. Along with the guide comes accessible hotel recommendations, pre-trip accessibility consultation with one of our professional accessible travel consultants, and emergency assistance during your trip. So it's really an easy way and a worry-free way to experience London. This Sage Accessibility Guide was prepared for a previous client who visited London. It's 119 pages, and it has a ton of accessibility information to make your trip easier. For a place like London, the issue is not necessarily finding answers to the questions you have about accessibility, it's knowing what the right questions are to ask. And we've learned what the right questions are to ask and the answers by planning numerous trips to London for disabled visitors. I'll start with talking about one of our itineraries. One of our daily accessible itineraries that I put together. There are several of these itineraries in here for you to pick and choose from. And this is just one example. This one visits Westminster Abbey, the changing of the guards, the Cabinet War Room where Churchill conducted World War II from underground, boat cruise, Tower Bridge, and the Tower of London all in a single day. And I know that sounds like a lot, but if you do it efficiently, it's really an easy thing to do, and this accessibility guide explains exactly how to do that. You'll start off at Westminster Abbey, which opens up a little bit earlier than some of the other attractions, and it doesn't take too long to visit, and we have accessibility photos showing you how to get in and where to move around included in this guide. From there, you'll go to Buckingham Palace to see the changing of the guards. The changing of the guards is quite crowded, and we show you a couple of locations where disabled visitors can get a good view of the changing of the guards and not have to stand behind a whole row of people standing up. After you visit the changing of the guards, you will proceed down an esplanade to the Cabinet War Rooms. And it has sort of a hidden entrance, but I show exactly where on the maps and with photos where that hidden accessible entrance is located. From there, you'll go down to an accessible boat dock where you can hop on an accessible boat that takes you all the way to Tower Bridge to the Tower of London. And again, I have photos of the boat, the Tower of London, exactly how far it is from the dock into the tower, and which parts of the Tower of London you can visit. Like I said, there's a ton of accessibility information in here. If something your schedule gets mixed up or something and you have to change the itinerary, you're not able to finish the whole itinerary, you have to mix and match, or something's closed for a day, or you just say, hey, I don't want to follow your itinerary, I want to do it on my own, that's no problem. We allow you to do that also. If you want to use the accessible buses in London, you will have to, and this is small, but you can blow this up, but this is an accessible bus map, and I'll see if you can see that a little better, but it's very, very detailed and crowded and difficult to figure out. Now, I've spent, I don't know, a lot of hours figuring out which accessible bus lines disabled visitors should use to get between the tourist attractions. And so I include those on a neighborhood by neighborhood basis, showing exactly where the bus stop is located. This specific example is Trafalgar Square, and you can see all the red dots are different bus stops. So there's a ton around there, and they all go in different directions. But I have all the different bus lines listed here that you might want to use, and it indicates exactly where you can catch that bus. So if you want to do it on your own, you certainly can, using these accessibility routes and maps that I've included. Many people want to use the tube, as they call it, when they visit London. And we have accessibility maps of the tube, the London Underground or the metro or the subway, whatever you want to call it, included in the accessibility guide. We have accessibility information on all the major tourist attractions included in here. This one is the London Eye, which is a great way to see London from the sky. It shows the portable wheelchair ramp. It also shows where some of the accessibility challenges are. There's a staircase that you need to avoid to get to it. And so we show you the exact route how to get around that staircase and approach from a step-free path. While in London, you not only want to visit the tourist attractions, but you will also probably want to go to one of the wonderful theaters, live theaters that they have here. And we have a map here showing which of the theaters have accessible restrooms, so that you can decide which of the theater shows you want to go visit. That's most of it from the guide. The other thing that's included in here that I didn't talk about are the day trips to a lot of the great attractions outside of London. If you visit London, it's worth getting outside of the congested city center to visit places like Oxford or Cambridge or Stonehenge or Greenwich. All of those are doable, and we can plan all of those for you, really to add to your experience from not just visiting the big city. In closing, I'd like to say that you're going to be spending a good bit of money for this trip, and the worst thing that you can do is pay for this vacation and not have a great time. We have planned numerous accessible vacations. We will make sure you spend your money in the right places and that you avoid the common mistakes so that you can have the best time possible and leave London and really say, wow, that was a great vacation. We would love to hear from you. We plan vacations to destinations all across Europe, so you can possibly combine this trip with Paris, say, or Dublin, or Edinburgh, or one of our other destinations. Feel free to give us a call at your earliest convenience, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.